Mushrooms, which are a type of fungus, can make some pretty delicious foods. And that's because they're often known for their umami flavor. What is umami? Well, it's derived from the Japanese word that means delicious, and it's one of the five fundamental tastes. You can think of sweet, salty, bitter, sour, and umami, which is often savory, brothy, rich, or meaty. And why do they taste this way? Well, they're often associated with parts of proteins like the ones I've shown on the right of the screen. We have glutamate, inosinate, and guanylate, and these things are tasting good because they're good for you. Now let's talk about three different kinds of mushrooms that are delicious. The first one is lion's mane, also known as Ericium arenaceus. And this is actually one that I grew over the course of about 6 days. So you can see these kind of white spines coming down, hanging down from these globular bodies, and sometimes they can even sort of be tinged yellow or pink. You can find them on a cool fall day, probably on tree trunks. And they're pretty well known for their ability to possibly help brain development and concentration, as well as antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties. Now, lion's mane is pretty special because when I grew mine, I cooked it. Just like I've heard about it being said, it has a pretty lobster-like, seafood-like umami taste. And I made a sandwich that was pretty great.
Pulmonaris is known for its beautiful oyster-shaped cap. One of the first things you should look for when trying to identify this mushroom in the wild is their decurrent gills, meaning that the gills are attached to and run directly down their thick stem. Their meaty cap have wavy edges, and they're often found in overlapping clusters during the summer on decaying wood since they're saprophilic. But be careful out there and don't confuse them with the toxic angelwing mushroom, which grow on conifer woods during the fall. They're smaller, more translucent, less meaty, and sessile, meaning they don't have a stalk connecting them to the substrate at which they grow, unlike the oyster mushroom. One of the best things about the oyster mushroom is their meat-like taste, making them the best vegan substitute for a fried buttermilk chicken burger. First, marinate them in buttermilk for 15 minutes, then dip each mushroom in the flour, dip once more in the buttermilk, and then once more in the flour. You can either deep fry or air fry them until golden brown and crispy. You'll be amazed by how tasty they are.
Hi, I wanted to talk about the shiitake mushroom today. Shiitake mushrooms are also known as Lentula edodes. To identify these mushrooms correctly, ideally you will be looking for a fleshy brown or a tan-colored cap that resembles an umbrella. Here, you're looking for a cap with the edges that roll down and inwards, just like an umbrella. The cap, like I mentioned earlier, is tan or brown, but the stem is often white. If those things don't help your identification, please keep in mind that at the time of harvest, shiitake have a robust, earthy aroma. They also grow on deciduous trees like oak trees or maple trees. Now that you have identified your shiitake mushroom correctly, you might want to eat them. And this is possible because shiitake are edible mushrooms. Since they were first found in East Asia, where they were originally from, they have been part of cuisines for many, many years. Like you see in the picture on the slide, you can put them in soups and eat them that way. If you don't like soups, you could stir fry them. You could also put them in burgers, pastas, and even salads. There are many, many ways to enjoy these wonderful mushrooms, so I hope you all get a chance to go outside and correctly identify these mushrooms. After identifying them, you could cook them and enjoy them by yourself or with your friends and family.